Hello, beautiful people. Once again, welcome to High Chance Channel, where I bring to you your way every weekend general etiquette ideas, which is going to help you in your everyday life. Today, I'm bringing your way again morning habits, which will help you when it is being inculcated, and morning habits which is being practiced that should be avoided. The first tip on my list of is get a good night's sleep. So in order to wake up started for the day and full of energy, you should get a good night's sleep, rest well. You see, the average time which we should spend on bed every night is 8 hours. So you should set your clock or your alarm in such a way that your alarm goes, if it's 10 o'clock, you know you're sleeping from 10 to a calculated number, which will give you that 8 hours sleep. But when you stay on your phone for long, some people even go to bed whilst using social media or whilst using their phone, and it's a very bad habit. Health experts say that when you do that, it gives you night blindness. You see, some people see during the day, but when immediately it's night, they go blackouts. So using your phone throughout the night is really a health hazard which should be avoided. The next step on my list is to hit the gym when you wake up. You see, even if you can't afford a gym, which I always advise you to live life according to your budget, hitting the gym, some people find it to be so much of a job. So avoiding that stress, you can just wake up, do some workouts. If it's stomach push-ups, you do it. If you have to jog, you have to skip, you do it every morning. And I think that when you do it, it even helps you, the individual. It burns fat in you, it gives you energy for the day. And I think that when it's being inculcated, it's going to go a long way to help us. The next tip on my list is drink a full glass of water. Actually, I'm a victim of this because I do not like water at all, but it's a very bad habit to practice. I know, especially in this weather the weather is very cold and you might not even have the appetite to take in water, but it should be avoided. You see, water occupies 70% or takes 70% of the body in a human being. So with the absence of water, it makes you dehydrated, and sometimes you might feel dizzy, you might feel so tired, but when you take in water, it revives you for the day. And I would advise that those who do not like taking water kindly avoid such a habit and take in at least, because you know you do not like water at all, try your possible best to just drop lime or lemon in the water, or a sweetener in the water. Then you take it early in the morning, and it's going to go a long way to help you positively. The don'ts you should avoid as your early morning habit is sleeping late. As I said earlier, you see, you should have an alarm on your phone which wakes you up, which tells you it's time for bed. You see, on iPhone, I know most of you might not be using iPhones, but on iPhones, there's a setting on iPhone that tells you if you want to, the time you want to go to bed, and when it's that time, it switches all your notifications off, which gives you or gets you started for the night to sleep and have a long time to sleep for the next morning. The second tip on my list is being on phone the whole night. As I said, being on phone the whole night gives you night blindness, and I know that as a young lady or as a young gentleman coming out, you might not want to find yourself getting night blindness, because night blindness is for the old people. So why will a young lady or a gentleman get night blindness at the age of 25, at the age of 24, at the age of 27? No, it's not advisable, but I think that when we avoid it, it's going to go a long way to help us. The next tip on my list is checking your phone for memes or social media notifications immediately you wake up from bed. You see, some people in Christian homes, it's expected that when you get up from bed, you brush your teeth, you clean up the house, then you get ready for your morning devotion. But most of us have omitted that totally from our duty, and immediately we get up from phone, the first thing that wakes up is our notification from our phones, and it's a very bad habit. You see, you rested the whole night, so when you get up, just do this morning routines I told you. Clean your mouth, bath, do a lot of things, and I think it's going to help you in your everyday life when it is being inculcated. The last tip on my list is you shouldn't always be seen on social media. This is a general advice I'm giving to everyone. You see, as a decent lady, as a decent gentleman, you should always try as much as possible. I always use iPhone as an example, because you see, even on iPhone, it rotates your hours you waste on social media and hours you spend on every app. You see, when you go to the notification on iPhone, you go to screen time, it tells you the number of hours you are on WhatsApp, the number of hours you are on TikTok, the number of hours you are on YouTube, and it really monitors your style of using even your device which you own. And I think that having such a thing on our phone is going to help us, because when we get notified that we spend much hours on social media without even our knowledge, we can limit it down. Okay, now I'm giving this advice generally. You see, when you wake up, some people wake up, pick up their phone, they order food to eat, but as a elegant lady, as I always say, and even if it's not about elegance, as a gentleman who wants to have be healthy one day and live a healthy life, you should always try as much as possible to cook your breakfast yourself. Always put it upon yourself that when I wake up from bed, I will try my best to cook my breakfast myself, because we do not know what is used for the foods outside there, and it will go inside. You see, what we take in is, we should be very particular about it, because sometimes we take in things that later when we sit back, we will even wonder why we even did so. So I advise that you watch what you take in. Thank you so much for coming this way again with me on White Chance. Have a lovely weekend. Bye bye.